Sal from To The Bigs. Welcome back. For those that are new here, To The Bigs is your number one source for everything MLB prospects, Bowman collectors, fantasy baseball managers, dynasty leagues, or just fans of the game that want to hear about the next stars of the game first. To The Bigs is your number one source for everything MLB prospects. A couple weeks ago, we did our Spring Cookbook as we were getting you ready for the entire season. All winter, we posted a ton of content and prospect analysis, but we did our Spring Cookbook, which showed every single top prospect that was playing in spring training, our expectations of them, and their debut timelines. Check that out on the site and the video in our channel. But today I want to talk about 5 of those prospects who, after a few weeks of performance, should make their opening day roster. So let's dive right into it. Number 1, Gabriel Gonzalez, outfielder for the Minnesota Twins. This guy's a 500 plus average, 1200 plus OPS across 12 or 13 at-bats. He's on the 40-man roster, so there's a good chance he does make this opening day roster. They have 2 lefty outfielders in Larnach and Matt Wallner. Now, those guys are solid, but they're going to need a nice righty presence to be able to swap into those outfield positions. Gabriel Gonzalez, he's short-statured, but he's a very good hitter. Never had over a 20% K rate, usually hit 280, 290. Just a really good, underrated MILB career so far. So expect him to make that roster and be a guy that can plug in, maybe not every day as a starter at the beginning, but to make an impact at the pro level. And he's a stud. He's a really good hitter, great plate approach, so check him out. Number 2, Travis Bazzana, second baseman, Cleveland Guardians, former number 1 overall pick. Now, he's been under the radar for a year now for some reason with Kurtz and Connor Griffin and others, but he is a stud, and he's shown it in 2 monster homers, one with the Cleveland Guardians and another with the Australia national team for the World Baseball Classic. Now, he's still hitting like 250, struck out a couple times, but you could just tell this guy's ready for the pros. Like, you're going to send him down for 2 or 3 weeks and come back up for service time or whatever that they're going to do because he's not on the 40-man roster, but there's no reason for it. You got Chase DeLauder, you got Travis Bazzana as the 2 young, exciting guys that'll hit around Jose Ramirez. Bring him up. Let's get him in the pros to start. He'll win that second base job. There's nobody really blocking him. Number 3, a To The Bigs favorite since he was called up, before he was called up. Saw him with the Boston Red Sox, was a huge fan, and then I said he was one of the best prospects, if not the best prospect, traded this offseason. Johnston, the password Garcia, the outfielder for now the Pittsburgh Pirates. He is 7th in baseball on average in OPS during spring training, 7 for 16, 1 homer, 3 RBI, 5 runs, just an all-around great player. He's comfortable in the outfield. He's got a cannon of an arm. This guy is a very mature hitter. He should have been playing much more for the Red Sox last year, and they probably traded him for that reason that they knew they didn't have space for him. The Pirates do. Get him in that lineup as an everyday starter. He's a stud, and I also have him as one of my deep sleepers in terms of odds for NL Rookie of the Year. I think he's like plus 2,000, plus 2,500. Really good odds for someone who can be a really good hitter and make an impact in both the field and at the plate. Number 4, Sam Antonacci, second baseman, third baseman for the Chicago White Sox. Now, we labeled him as a Bowman value buy. Check out the video on the channel and at tothebigs.com for our full write-up. But he was a value buy for us going into the season. Really good contact hitter, great hit tool, good plate approach, great fielder, and a guy that I actually thought was going to be up maybe at the end of this year, but he's hit a couple of monster homers, which shows that the power is developing too, which is To The Bigs our favorite. Guys that could hit that develop power, not the other way around. But this guy's a stud, and he may not make it because he's not on the 40-man roster. You got Chase Mydroth and Miguel Vargas at the second and third base spots, but they have a ton of young talent, so don't expect these guys at the pro level to have a long leash because they have a lot of young guys that are going to be ready to come up and make an impact, and they have a fantastic system now. So keep an eye out for Sam Antonacci. And finally, the outfielder for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Ryan Walchman. Now, he's having a solid spring. A 982 OPS is great. He's had a couple of fantastic games, 2 for 3, 3 for 3, couple doubles. He plays the field really well as well. And he's one of the more mature hitters. He's had a ton of AAA experience since he was drafted. He's ready to come up, but he's not on the 40-man roster, so it's going to be a problem. But Corbin Carroll's injured. He's not going to miss too much time if he does any, but they're going to be easy with him. Gurriel's been back and forth. So really you have Alec Thomas and Jordan Lawler. Jordan Lawler is a stud and has kind of solidified that center field spot for the short term. But I think with Alec Thomas as a lefty, you could bring Ryan Walshman up and you can have him as an impact guy that's ready to take over a starting spot as he proves himself. But I really think this guy needs to make the pros. There's no reason to send him back down to AAA for another couple of weeks. But let's see how it goes with the injuries. I think that'll play a big part of it, because if they can get some guys on the IL, they can get him on the 40-man roster and then into the pro team. Let's see how it goes. Remember tothebigs.com for your full spring training preparation going into the season. And our big announcement, To The Bigs will be doing a bi-weekly show on YouTube every other Wednesday at 8 p.m. all season long. To The Bigs, The Farm Report is going to do Bowman coverage, buy, hold, sell for different prospect cards based on their values, value buys, prospect profiles, performances, interviews with people in the game, giveaways, and so much more all season long. So subscribe to the channel and be ready for our debut show in 2 weeks, March 18th, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Cannot wait to release it and get everyone excited for the full season. And don't forget to subscribe to thebigs.com and follow us everywhere at To The Bigs. Thanks all. See you next time.